Hello gents, it's me Tomato. Figured I'd make a new video. I haven't made one in a while, so I'm getting back to it. We're going to be playing this mission, which I forget the name of. I think it's Breaking the Blockade. But we're going to try and very early in the war. I'm not actually entirely sure. Separatists have been simmering. Russian troops have crossed our border, and they're staring each other down. Our military bases are isolated by Russian troops, and the roads leading in and out are closed. Situation in one base has become critical. They're low on food, water, and ammunition for the Ukrainian military to take the decision to have a military convoy. Bring relief supplies and aid to the garrison to try and break the blockade. Most likely attempt to block such a move, not to resupply the garrison, risk the whole risky being overrun. We're gonna try and punch through with the or standby rate as and when the convoy is ambushed. So we're going to head in with a small force and try and punch through the Russian blockade quickly, but we have a giant shitfest in reserve in case we really need to push through. We're the commanding officer of 1st Company, 1st Battalion, Mechanized Infantry. We've been assigned to escort a convoy of 4 trucks to the beleaguered garrison. Escort the convoy along the base, along MSR Delta. Expected at some point your small convoy will run into a situation the enemy seeks to prevent it. And that's here, I suppose. Exit to garrison. So we want to go down the highway and up this way, theoretically. Hill point forward. Alright. For the mission, I have my 1st platoon, 3 BTR-70s, a headquarters, and 3 squads, plus a command vehicle, BTR-70, and a headquarters team. Along with the air controller team, who has on a 5 mic standby, 2 Hind attack helicopters, and 4 really heavy supply trucks. Quick reaction force is 3 BMP-2s, 3 squads, plus a UAZ jeep with a scout team and a sniper team is shadowing our convoy. And they'll be around in 30 minutes after we start getting shot at. Fun. The location of enemy units is shown on the map. They're all around here. Looks like some potential infantry and some mechanized infantry around here, so we'll have to secure this area, this urban area. Probably send some patrols down this side just to check out what's going on. But I don't think we can spare that many men, so we'll probably dismount here, proceed this way to try and secure the bridge. Probably have to call in some Hinds to get across the bridge, and that's where we'll use our Hinds. We've received an urgent radio report. Strong suggests that the enemy, most likely the Ruski military, is planning some sort of intervention near the bridge crossed its current location. It's right there. We might also try and secure the ford as an alternate transit point for the trucks. We'll hold the trucks in reserve at point 52.0. Most likely. Or 53.8. Whichever one seems to be less dead. So far, no sign of any convoy or trouble, or any contact over any description. I'm running on the outskirts of a small town which borders a river. We'll discuss the implications of the most recent report of the raid from your only crossing through the river. For a choke point. You also check your watch. 900 hours. Any mechanized unit heading for your AO. To your location. 10 hours? Suka. This changes everything. We have an hour to skedaddle the fuck across a bridge and beat it to point 538/garrison. We could set up rearguard elements around the bridge and the ford, and if they try to pursue us, we could pick them off while we retreat using BMPs stored back there. So the mechanized infantry aren't there yet. We have an hour to get through before the mechanized infantry show up. Alright. Suka indeed. I assume you're the relief truck? Yeah, you're not coming with us. Alright. So let's see, where are we? What is the tactical situation? Who's in charge of you? It's 1st Company headquarters. That's 1st Platoon. 1st Company. Alright. So let's look at the surrounding terrain. This is Hill 631. It's pretty crap for seeing anything. Could probably put a spotter in here. No, we can't see anything from there. Alright. So that's the highway. Probably not going to work. What we do know is they have riflemen, which doesn't seem to belie a lot of anti-tank weaponry, specialized anti-tank weaponry. So we can probably push up at least to this fence under the cover before proceeding on foot covered by BTRs. I'd like to have a bit more reconnaissance, but we're probably going to have to do this old style. Meaning, walk out on foot and pray to God we don't get shot. This ford is concerning. It's a good alternate route to not have us do a shitload of urban combat to secure the bridge, which will take time. But there's also that chance that a lot of trucks will get stuck, and we just can't take that chance with the food. So we need to secure a route over the bridge. The ford is a last resort if the mechanized units show up. But, like, we would rather dump Heinz on this bridge than take the ford. So if we cannot break through with Heinz and all other shit, then yeah, we'll take the thing. Also, we should try, just looking down on it from above, to go through these woods here, and through those trees over there. More through these woods here. Proceed to farm 1, 0.520. We'll halt up here with some BTRs. And we'll leave these trucks sort of hidden inside this farm. So we'll have them just kind of move off real quick. And they'll just kind of hang out over here. Meanwhile, our BTRs, I think they were, yeah. These are BTR 70s, yeah. I want these to proceed forwards, down along the side of this, and what's more of a hullish down position. It won't give us much protection, but it will give us some protection. Enough that we can lie to ourselves and make ourselves feel better about it. We're not going to take the highway into town. That's a good way to get shot. Meanwhile, I'll move this BTR up here, and we'll see what we can see in the first minute. So, phase 1 is advance to the town, and see what we see. If we don't get shot at, then we're golden, and everything goes fine. So we're going to start off moving, get those supply trucks off the road. BTR holds up. This is the BTR with our platoon headquarters. I'll have to make sure to dismount them just a little bit behind. Make sure this guy won't lead my charge. He probably is, to be honest. This guy will lead our charge. Followed by this guy, then that guy. And you won't be going anywhere close, because you're High Commander. Meanwhile, our supply trucks are chilling. Don't go anywhere. Try your hardest not to get shot. Alright, so we'll advance some BTRs up to 0.517 through our golden cornfield. Wheat fields? Wheat fields. In this case, I'll actually just move them across. I want you to hurry up and get around. Don't want them to get bogged down in that, though. Or slowed down, I guess I should say, not bogged, technically. And we'll move the commander up and over here to this position, where I'll have some fire support elements get out at some point, once I find a good location for them. And my platoon HQ is just good to have along, so we'll just see what they find. Did I give you more move orders? I did. I actually want him to, contrary to what I said, waltz up the highway directly into town. Based on the idea that if we don't get shot at, then we can take the highway into town. But we're going to move slow and careful. Ensure no one gets shot, and we only lose one APC per turn. That gives us 4 minutes of constant casualties, which is probably enough time to secure the situation, if shit goes to hell. Which it will. So our first BTR has reached the point. This will be a good holding position. They're hull down. No one in town can see them. We will have to approach across this field though. And this BTR will likely be the first one to reach point up there. You know, this other BTR will probably be the first one to get shot at simply by being on the highway. And knowing this good hold down position, I might move our supply trucks up into it. Just because it seems very secure. It's behind a wood line, you can't even see it. I'll move the supply trucks up, as speed will be key. Alright. Things to note. Gonna move this BTR over here. Then dismount the troops. Going to move this BTR up a bit. I'm not going to assault just yet. We're just going to observe. We're going to set some troops up along here. And if they see anything, we'll open up on it with the BTRs. Meanwhile, some logistic stuff. Rush these trucks down the highway into their new hull down positions. Hull down. They don't have a hull. They have a canvas tarp. I don't care too much about the placement of these trucks as long as it's behind cover. And we need to find a decent place for this guy to give some fire support. And I'm thinking it might honestly be .520 or this woodland plot. This woodland plot would function pretty decently actually. Maybe, if we could get good line of sight. Or maybe this farmhouse. This farmhouse has really good line of sight. We'll try and set up a command point and farmhouse 1 using this BTR. We'll move the command into farmhouse 1 once it's secured. And we'll send third squad. We'll send third squad over there. Then these guys will bring up the rear, because they're important to calling in helicopters and shit. And I have a feeling helicopters will be important. So this guy will actually hold up here. I don't like for him to be sitting still with so much, just kind of so much on the line and side of him. And there we go, we'll dismount some of our Ukrainian Motostrelki. I think that means motor rifles. They should be across this thing, but I don't trust anything that has the word ambush written on it. And this thing has ambush written everywhere. Anywhere you could possibly put the word ambush, it has it, covering it. So I'm going to advance this BTR up into town underneath the cover of that. And we'll have to come up with a good plan on how to get away with it. Also going to jump back, observe these command vehicles. Just want to make sure no one's getting shot at that I don't know about. Good, he's pulled up. Command's holding. And the trucks did not blow themselves up trying to get out of the position. Good job, guys. Alright. Just because I haven't seen anything shoot at me yet doesn't mean nothing's going to shoot at me. So we're going to quickly load up all these guys. He's going to pause for about 30-ish seconds, 45 seconds while they all load. Accidentally selected everyone. He's gonna move up to here. Hunt his way forward. Still don't trust it. Also, I don't want to leave these trucks too far behind. We gotta remember the enemy's main target is the trucks, so he'll probably try not to engage us until he can get the trucks. Or until he has to engage us. So we'll move up here. Because we actually want to secure the farmhouse, we're going to dump our Motosierki out here. Platoon leader out here. And have you face that way. Oh, no. Click. G-face. Alright. That should give us the ability to pop a BTR over and see what's going on. Also, the fact that a BTR should just pop over should freak the fuck out of someone. Because no one's been shot at yet, we'll move this BTR up there and hope that the results follow the results. We'll reload our Motosierki up. Come on. Get in the BTR, guys. This just has badness written all over it. I'm actually going to hold that BTR up right about there until I can get that other BTR in around it. I do not want to get ambushed. So it looks like the initial portion of the town, right around here-ish, is at least moderately clear. Or at least they don't want to shoot at our BTRs. At the bare minimum, they don't want to shoot at our BTRs. So I'm going to go ahead and extrapolate. This means that this intersection, maybe not this intersection is clear, but we can at least move up to it without being shot at. The true urban clearing will have to be done around here. Possibly right here at the bare minimum. Oh, I didn't look at these guys. Oops. I'm not seeing anyone with any major objections. So we'll go ahead and do a quick move. No, actually, wait. Scout team. Quick move. Level 2. Don't shoot anything. You guys don't shoot anything either. We'll have these guys do a hunt move over there, as well as these guys. Actually, no, I want those guys to finish that move. While you guys are gonna pop over here. These guys are going to help you guys discover the true meaning of Christmas. It's small arms fire. Probably. Meanwhile, those supply trucks are a little bit behind, but that's alright. I'll try and do this in little 10-minute segments of gameplay. Bust a nice hole straight through there. Looks like the farm is secure-ish. No one's dead yet, is what I'm trying to say. And our BTRs will make the first roll into town. I'm going to watch this farm real close, because it's real important for what I want to do. You guys coming along? No one got shot? Too bad? No? Not yet? Looks like everything's Golden Corral. God, that's a horrible thing. I'm just not going to say that ever again. These guys weren't shot. That's weird. Okay. Well, now we're getting into the real urban kind of stuff. It looks like our air supports just got on station, so that means it'll be real critical to get our air support collars on station. I want my air support guys to be chilling like villains over in this place. Let's have them keep that fire arc down to about 3 meters, eh? 4? 6. Okay, that works. Now we got 1st Company headquarters to hunker up here, level 2. Please don't shoot anything. Alright, cool. Bust you guys out that way. You guys get in there. You guys get in there. You guys get in there. You guys pause for a minute before you all bust out to the left. And in that way we'll bring our 3rd BTR up for support. Looks like .520 is clear, so we'll just have these trucks kind of move up. To .520. It's not exactly the most secure, but there's really nothing to do, and we want to keep them close by. In case we have contact, we can swing them behind us. Also, things we want to do: dismount our infantry. It's getting real close to that point in time where people start shooting at each other. I can feel it. And when people start shooting at each other, you really don't want to be inside a giant metal tube. Especially when people are shooting at things designed to kill giant metal tubes, and people inside stuff like that. So we'll have you guys wait 10 seconds for the offloading to finish. Then you guys will all acquire. What can we acquire? Nah, you guys got enough. Gives them an RPG-22. You guys have an RPG. Yeah, you guys will be fine. Things I want to do. Move. Standard move order. We'll just move up the side of the road. If anyone gets shot, we will obliterate their house with BTRs. So, BTRs will hunt forward. After 8, make it 15. And we will see what we can find. If we don't find any contact, I'll be very surprised, but then I'll risk sending 1 truck down the gauntlet. I will try and get a BTR across the bridge too. I'm nervous and I suspect an ambush inside this portion of the city. It'll be pretty critical that we have that 1 squad left over here that can still swing about freely. They're going to be our outflanking squad. These guys are going to be the dipsticks to find out how funky our oil is going to be today. That real-time action is taking a bit longer to load, so I'm guessing that means pretty funky. You can get out in 15 seconds. I gave you a good 15 seconds to dismount a BTR. Fine. I'll have to rework those orders. If we get shot by an RPG, I'm gonna be so pissed. Anyway. So we're advancing into the city now. Everyone's hopping out of their BTRs, and of course they jumped out into an ambush immediately. Of course. I mean, I did call it. Please, for the love of God, obliterate that house with BTRs and ungodly amounts of firepower. Whoa, hold on 1 second. How many people did that one guy kill? Did you just AK an entire building? Fuck you, I'm Nico Bella. Fucking Russians. Alright, so we have a slight problem. Surprise of all ungodly surprises, we've been ambushed. Oh no. Looks like everyone's following the orders I gave them, except they're the wrong ones. So, the only thing that remains is to tactically retreat like fucking babies, because Ruskins are scary. And also call in Hines on very small positions. No, I'm joking. We're going to call in Hines on large positions later. So we've discovered that they're over there, and inside that house, literally flanking the road. Knowing this, we can pretty easily turn the flank, just coming around this side, crash through this wall, send some troops up here, hunker around over there, and start killing stuff. Guys cannot have picked a worse place to get out of the goddamn car. I figured they'd see it by the time they got... whatever. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, so the BTR is starting to light the area the hell up. Which is real nice, because, you know, we really need that BTR to get pissed off. So there's people inside that house, and that house, maybe. That was a really decent ambush. We're gonna need a bit more firepower. Well, good. I happen to have a spare BTR for doing stuff exactly like that. Where are you going? Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna rework your orders. Come around from that side. Hang out here. Once you get there, drop your troops off. They will run in between these houses and into this house, onto the second floor. Whereas their platoon leader will simply run into first floor over here. That way not everyone dies all at once. And this extra command BTR, meant for transporting commanders, we will reutilize as a transport for bullets, which we will use to shoot stuff and things. This will give us some good covering fire on that location right there, and we can crash through the betweens of that house. What is our visuals on the location of the stuff and things? How are my visual eyesights going? This is pretty decent. I'm just gonna leave them here. They can call on fire support on most everything, I think. Point target. What can you all... Can you all obliterate the entire map? No? Alright, fine. Whatever. Going to slowly hunt these guys back up. These guys aren't that shaken, so we're going to... There's no real windows to engage them from, except here on level 2. I only hope that doesn't mean they have to run outside. Because that would suck. I want you to target... briefly target... There's every possible way to hit that target. From this position. Just go here. I want you to shoot the crap out of that place. While we get some extra troops over there. Choo-choo, I am a bus. Come on. Do the thing. Wait, hold on 1 second. You shot through the building. I love this cannon. Alright. It's just going straight through. That's kind of beautiful. Meanwhile, our other BTRs are coming up real fast. I suspect those insurgents pulled away to the left. Shoot that way. And we're going to do our kind of attempt our flanking maneuver. I'm gonna try and move this guy up to here. Once you get to the end, just keep going. You guys, I need to move really fast. Because there is a door in the back. I don't know if those guys have RPGs or not. I suspect they used up the one RPG they had. Just go for it, man. Unload. Not into our house, please. I mean, at least I was right about the ambush. You all are allowed to lie down. Shoot. Fire back. Thank you. BTR, you're not being helpful. Alright, so we took one casualty. That's not that bad. Also, copious amounts of gunfire really gave their position away to these guys, who were just able to obliterate it. And this BTR will be fun, because we're going to now advance and see if we can conquer this bridge in the name of the country we technically own. I just got a feeling we're going to need it on this industrial site in about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it in. I'm pretty sure we'll need it. With the way this day is going, if it's like even moderately armored, we're probably going to need a helicopter to break that shit. Anyway. I'm loving the hustle, guys. Keep it up. But, need y'all to push through a forest. This should provide moderately some cover somewhere. from something. I think. I don't really want to move these guys until we've determined that that other building across from them is completely empty. So for a full minute, we're just going to unload the fuck out into that building. And you're going to find a way through that goddamn intersection. Alright, hold up. So meanwhile, the drama will unfold here. Drama meaning these guys need to stand up and shoot so that their buddies don't die immediately. I think he fired a rifle grenade and do that. Our BTR will very confidently charge down the main street to get into the position I ordered him to be in. Not entirely what I had in mind, but you know, it works. I think they're dead. I think they're dead. I could be wrong. But I think they're dead. It is a definite possibility that they're very dead. A little spew of tracer fire everywhere. Alright. Let's move up. Actually, no, we're gonna leave these guys here. They're in good cover as is. I feel like this roadway's been blocked. I want you to just power through it. Push through the pain/bus stop thing. There's a news vendor inside my BTR. Okay. New order. Stop shooting at the thing. Instead, I want you to run across the place to the place you were just shooting at. Quickly. And then get in the next building. We're going to use you as test fire subjects again. 30 seconds of pause. Followed by a quick move to the other side while we try and hunt down those people who ran away. And our platoon leader will move up. It's right about here. For both reconnaissance and other stuff. We should really get our hind guy up top over here. But he doesn't have a transport. He doesn't really need a transport though, now that I think about it. He's got legs. And you know what they say about those boots? They sure as shit were made for running. So get your ass to town. And the company of commander can do the same thing. Just fuck him. Actually, no, we'll leave him there. We'll pick him up with something. I'm not throwing him in town just yet. Alright, let's go. Last minute of this episode. We managed to crush the newsstand with the might of our 80-ton BTR, finally, after 3 minutes of trying. Our men valiantly dash across the street to secure that building while the BTR overwatches them, discovering that they in fact killed the 2 people who fucked up the entire place. We discover a sniper. Someone discovers a sniper. A BTR discovers a sniper. And another BTR. I just want to watch this guy get supremely fucked up by a BTR. Just, hey! Fuck you. Casual realization. Oh, hey, there's a sniper there. Schwink. Came in through the bedroom window. We'll slowly move up. BTR is crossing. Who shot that? Holy crap. What? When? What? Who? Are they shooting at this guy? Please tell me they were shooting at that guy. They just popped off a few shots. Gave away their position to a freaking BTR. They did. They just started unloading on him. That's beautiful. This BTR is just gonna slowly swing round. Wait, that's a man pad. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, wave the fuck off. We just spotted a shitload of Iglas hanging around. They're having a party. You really don't want to be invited. So we'll go ahead and just target that area in general. Get you guys to level 3. We're gonna move you guys out into a bridge just to see how foolhardy we can convince one crew to be. And slowly move you guys up. Casual like. And that will be the end of this episode. As always, I've been Tomato. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode where we watch how that plays out.